Got to make some posts, and then I'll be back. Trying to see if anybody is going to join. Looks like we've already got one person in here. Good times. So, can't zoom in or out with this YouTube live stream for whatever reason, which is super annoying. So what we are going to do, we'll leave him way back here. That's my latest thing that I've done. What I've done. So, for anyone unawares, we are going to be making the Secret/Toy Galaxy original character Darkhawk using a Marvel Legends figure. So let's see. I got enough juice in this to go. So we're gonna slide this over. It would help us if I unlock this first. Can't remember if I could do Touch ID on this one. Nope. Okay. Safari. You know what? This drives me nuts because then I gotta log in to Instagram on here, don't I? Wonder if the photos will just go through. If I can find them. Love it when it tells me about compromised passwords here. Oh no. So let's see if we can find it on here. Instagram. I should have probably have done this beforehand, but we will see what we can do. Because I keep running into this problem when I try to log into Instagram, and it sure loves not logging me in correctly. Or saying that the password is incorrect, which it totally isn't. I think I have two-factor on, so that makes it even more exciting, because then it never sends me the two-factor. Madness. I'm gonna airdrop it to myself. I'm back. Ugh. So this is the illustrious picture of Darkhawk, not to be confused with Marvel's same character name. Alexa, turn off fan. Well, I'd hope that would have made it look better. Alexa, turn fan to 100. And that's kind of better. There, we'll just move that to the side, and it looks like that fixes the problems. So we're going to start with This is the Ollie's exclusive of Black Panther. We do not need this cape. And we will pop this off here. Like so. For this one, I'm going to do just a generalized version of the character. No frills or anything like that thus far. But I think for the most part, this is going to work well. We're going to use a McFarlane stand here because they're way better than most at holding these guys up. Let's see if I can find the other stuff here that I've had here for a while. There's Zartan. I kind of got everything out to see what I could get done today. I actually have a separate piece I got to work on over there. There's Selene. Somewhere in here I have a box of ninja parts. And all right. I do have this belt that I was going to use. This belt I actually melted off of another character, so that kind of annoyed me. I was totally going to use that for this, but I think I'm going to try to salvage it to be used with another character version. I do have this one as well as a backup in case that doesn't work. That's my whole bunch of ninjas. A whole lot of ninjas. There we go. So we're going to use some of the parts from this to make that as well. So we're going to start with the hands. These hands are definitely ninja-y. We're not going to do the forearms because that's a little more than I wanted to mess with today. We might actually take this piece off. We're going to get rid of this and use this belt for Ninja Darkhawk here. And I don't think I need anything else on this ninja. So we're going to take these off. We do not need the claws for him. But I do want these ninja feet. So they're the same pretty much as that. These ones are wrapped and a little better. So let's put this back onto him. And he's going to get... That way these don't get too lost in the mix. Let's see, I gotta pull out my old heat gun, because why would I have it already out for available usage? That seems like a crazy thing that a crazy person would do. Alright, let's move this over here so I have a little bit more space. Alright. I'm going to heat this up. And I'm going to hit myself in the face with that. I'm really hoping that these have the same pegs. They may or may not. Okay. Give us a second. The other thing I've been having issues with is the pegs on these things have been getting weaker and weaker as they make them. It's a little bit annoying when you're trying to do a... like everything is super hot except for the thing I don't want to be super hot, so... Yeah, this peg is... Ugh. So what I gotta do is... drop hot metal on my body. So what I'm going to do is take this. Hopefully that didn't get too cool. Okay, it doesn't feel like it. Is actually hold this on here so that the peg doesn't break inside. Because that's what's been happening, is these pegs have been breaking, and it's driving me nuts. And I can't understand why they're doing it, because never did it before on any other one. All I could say is maybe it's the different plastic that they're using now. Just can't hold it up as well. All right, so squeeze and pull. We're good. And once it hardens, this is perfectly fine. So I don't know what the issue is. We're going to take his belt off too while we're at it. Okay, I need to get like a whole... Why these things don't come with holsters is beyond me. Cool. We've got the belt off. So that'll go... I don't think... Do I want this one? Yeah, I want this one on the Ninja, because then he'll be able to hold that Ninja sword better. Cool. As this sword is like super warped all the time. Maybe I'll talk... Actually, he's got like a million articulated icons ones. All right. Now we got to get the parts up of this guy. Same thing, same deal. Get this belt off. See if I can... Yeah, this belt come off real easy. Hello, whoever joined. All right, come on. And goodbye, whoever joined. All right. Give this a little more heat on that. Feel that heat? It's good heat. Gonna try to do these Tuesday, Thursday, these kind of live streams. Now, I see this one doesn't feel half as bad. I'm still gonna grab that tool that's underneath here. This one doesn't feel half as bad as that other one, so maybe it's just the different kinds of plastic that they use. But we're still gonna do this, because I don't trust it. I don't feel like they're having to replace another set of shins, because I already did that on one guy, and I'm not doing it again. That was a pain in the butt trying to find a similar action figure, because the base was cost too much. All right, let those cool down. But look at that. We are damn near Darkhawk in here. Luckily, these figures are only $10 at Ollie's right now, so if I mess that up, I don't really need to worry about it too much. We're getting ourselves a nice little gray Ninja going here. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. Come on. I just want to see if it goes in here all the way. I mean, it should. Maybe I wanted to lube that up a little bit, but for the most part, that works. Got ourselves, I mean, it looks pretty similar. These ones might be just slightly bigger than these ones are, which is fine. Hopefully that means it'll be easier to heat that up. And we're gonna try to, yeah, see, now this one's, I am gonna have to slightly modify these to fit onto the Gray Ninja. Doesn't look too terrible. I'm just hoping that the other ones aren't way too big. Okay, come on, baby. There you go. Oof, it's getting nasty on that one. So the problem being with this is that these are a little bit too long. I think they're pretty okay left and right for the stub, but the actual piece is too long, so it's not going in all the way. So I'll just shave those down, and then we'll try those in a minute. Let's first see if we can just put these on here. I would assume so. They don't look like they're too big or anything. And you might say, why don't you just paint those? Painting Marvel Legends, especially at high flex joint areas, is often, I'll put difficult. Hello, whoever joined. All right. And goodbye. This seems to be most of my live streams are hello, goodbye. All right, so we have another issue. Great. So this is not going to work for this leg. This leg is too thick, which is a bummer. I wonder, I have, let me take a look at this on the side here. I have another figure that I was going to use to make a second one of these. Grab all the parts. See if this is thinner on the leg than the other one is. It appears to be just that. Here's the real tough part. What do I do? So this is a Black Tom Cassidy leg. And I had made this so that I can make a separate version of this character that I want to do. This leg is thinner than this one, and I wonder if this will fit better on here. It's still a little weird. Huh. I really did not want to have to paint this part. That's realistically the part that sucks, because this will just chip and chip and chip and chip. And then you'll be like, oh, cool, now I have FUBAR ankles. Let me look and see if I got any other red-footed folk. I don't have any more ninjas, I know that. I do have this guy's legs. This guy's boots. So that I really wanted the ninja feet though. That's the pooper here. You see the thing with those ninja feet, and here I got another set. This is from a slice that I had stopped making because I'm sure they're going to make one now. These are black, so that kind of defeats that purpose. Crap. We'll see if this works. I didn't really want to use these feet because they're kind of weird, but you know what? I might use them and just cut the top pieces off and swap the other parts. But these boots might work for this. So actually, they're not too bad. We might just do that and see if I can swap the ninja part out for that. Always something. All right, well, this is, of course, now solidified on here. So let's heat this back up, and we'll try to take that apart. You know what? I just realized my silicone mat isn't here. I usually use that to buffer the heat. Yeah, see, that one's very loose. Oh, that popped out like a dream. All right, so we're going to put this back onto the ninja whilst... Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right foot. While it's still kind of... Man, this is tight in here. So big thing, don't ever give it a full twist until it's on there. You want to left and right her as much as you can. All right. So now I got the ninja feet back on that. We'll take, well, let's make sure this works before we do anything crazy. Right foot. Heat this guy up. There it is. Slide this on here. Hope that it works. Yeah. That's actually pretty good. That was better than I thought it was going to be. Now, does this make him too tall? Because this was the problem I was running into. Not terrible, no. Is that it was, some of the other ones are making him too tall or too short based off of what it is. So now he's pretty good on here. It almost makes me want to swap these legs again. But man, that was a painful journey, swapping those legs. Spoilers, tried to do this before, and it didn't go so well. Because these legs are actually the right size for... These are the Black Tom legs. So now it's like... What do I do? I think I popped them off at the hip. I almost want to just do that and then put the right ones on here. Because this still feels kind of loose. Let's do that. But first off, we'll swap these here since they do fit. Bam. Look at that. Now we got the ninja foot on the Blacktown Cassidy leg. This is just gonna get weird. That's all I got. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna get weirder. And you know what? This actually still works because I was gonna have to swap this out anyway for the belt. Now the belt I can. Oh no, I do still want the ninja belt on this guy. All right, so we'll do that anyway. Let's heat this up. I need to get a boiler, but the problem is I hate having to dry stuff off every time, and that's the problem with boilers. You know, we'll just do one at a time. For now, I was going to do these separately, but I guess we're just going to do both of these at the same time and hope for the best. Ooh, that is not going to work. So this one has to stay here, which is fine. I forgot these legs aren't the Blacktown legs. These are the Captain America legs. That's why I was using those. So let's see if I can find the other leg for him. Oh, great. Awesome. I mean, these will work on this. It's not terrible. It's just a little loose. That's fairly interesting. I don't know where that went. I found the bag of all of his stuff. It ain't here. I found one leg. This is what the nub on the Blacktown ones look like. Fairly interesting. Oh, you know why I didn't use them? Because the hip is too small. This is one of my problems with Marvel Legends. So we're just going to make this work. Marvel Legends, for some reason, they really like to use different parts on almost everything. Like, you know how easy it would be if they just made the socket parts the same on everything? Then they could just swap it as they want. Now they got to do these minor tweaks on everything. I feel like they need to just pull back and start from scratch, you know? All right. So we'll leave him as is. We'll put these back on. I do want to swap the feet, though. So I'm going to swap them feet. We'll do it on both of these at the same time. How about that? While this is nice and warm, we're going to attempt to put this back onto him. I feel like for these I need to like lube them up or something. I don't know why. These are so tight. All right, so this ninja is going to get boots. He's a weird ninja. Yeah. He's the booted ninja. I think this one, oh, that went in there pretty easy, actually. There. Don't need him anymore. He is now in the fodder pile. All right, so we're going to use these Black Tom Cassidy legs for our creation here. The only thing that I am going to do is before I put that in there, I'm going to find some blue tack, I think, and put that in there, just so that it's got that extra little bit of schmutz. If I can find my blue tack, that's the other thing that I've been running into. Things that have been here forever suddenly are not, and that's getting a little annoying. Okay, I just found my clear grip bond glue. I've been looking for that because I usually keep that blue tack right up here, and it ain't here. It ain't where I put her. It ain't where I want her. Interesting. What's this? Whoop. Stop it. Everything needs to stop falling. Well, if push comes to shove, I'll just have to find some blue tack later or something like that, and we'll deal with it then. I'll heat both of these up down here. Trick with heating any of these up is to not do it on it too long and then let it sit a little bit and get, like, it cooks it in. All right, so that's pretty good. Not gonna mess with that too much. Actually, this side's pretty much perfect now that I got it on there. So maybe I was overthinking that on completely. So there's part of the Ninja. Yeah, this side just feels a little loose, and it did look a little bigger, so maybe they had the different sides so that they didn't put it the wrong side on the original figure. Who knows? They do some weird stuff in these. But all in all, not too bad. Let's this, yeah, something's got to give here. Let's squeeze that on here while it's cooling. There, that's much better. Gonna let that cool. We'll take this off. So I want to use this belt because I really like this belt, but I don't really like the these pieces on there. So we're going to take those off on each piece. Look at that, like almost like I've done this before. This piece can go back here into the junk pile. Get out of here. All right. I'm going to leave that little nub on there for now. That might actually help me in the long run. Let's get this hot enough to go over those. A smart person would have done that first. let's hope that that just, usually it'll shrink down once it gets cool again. And then we will have 1/2 of Ninja Darkhawk here ready to go. Now, if you notice, he's got the 2 things on his shoulders. I was looking to try to find some that actually had the bands, but I'm just going to draw them on, and then we'll deal from that. This guy is we're going to leave him for the side because I don't think I'm going to quite get him done today. We don't need this at all. Pop these on here. They pop in and out easy enough. Do I need the heat gun anymore? I don't. I do for the other guy, but I'll just unplug it for now. I don't need it for this one. All right, so we've got his sword here, so that can go right there. I like that. This is actually hardening up pretty good. And now I will pull this back so that we can see the whole shebang. He is still a bit gummy, so it's going to take a minute for that to cool off there. Here we go. We are Dark Hawking. Let's grab Old Faithful here, the green tape. So we got a couple things we got to paint. I got to paint this red. I got to paint a couple other things, and then the thing on his head. So let's take his head off. That's easy enough done. There we go. Don't know why the live chat was turned off. This is going to be a little bit harder. Come on, get out of here. I don't care about that. The YouTube chat. All messages are displayed there. It like blocks half of my view. Thanks, guys. So for here, I'm going to chop this piece off. This kind of a twisting pattern here. Because I don't want to take too much off. You can always take more off. You can never put it back on. Well, you can. It's just a lot harder. You gotta get milliput and stuff to do that. I just want to get this down to a nice, respectable level. There. We do the same on this side. All right. So he's looking pretty good. Nice ninja mask. I'll have to paint the eyes red and the head, of course. But what we're going to do first, and this is the trick, is we're going to put some acetone on this. And I just got a brand new thing of it. It's good old Gualmar here. Gualmar acetone. This one had 2 little things in there. All right, so let's pop this. All right. Now, watch, if you're ever using this stuff is dangerous, highly flammable, highly toxic. I should probably be wearing gloves, but you know what? This is the same stuff that they use for ladies to take nail polish off. That's what it is. It's nail polish remover. So I don't know how toxic that truly is. So if you notice here, what I did was I put just a little bit on there, and it kind of gloops it together into one blob. And that worked okay, but I'm going to try to shave a little bit more off of here with this. This is, I put just a double-sided tape with a piece of sandpaper. This is high grit sandpaper. I do not remember the stuff. That's working much better. So there was a little more I needed to get off on that other side. So we're going to let that acetone dry up. And then we're going to do this on that side too. And then we'll acetone this one. And what you want to do is get this nice and smooth. To the touch. That one's much better than it was. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Awesome. You can see the difference right there, kind of. They won't let me zoom in, will they? There it goes. Much nicer on that side that I... Actually, now that I see that, it's must just visually be there, but physically it's not. So we are getting rid of T'Challa's ears here. Hello, whoever joined and liked. I appreciate that. Just a little bit more right there. Awesome. Actually, it's nice that, yep, there's still a little bit more right here. But that should do us. Now, we'll go back over with the old acetone trip. And I don't know if you've ever worked with, I don't know if anybody's ever worked with anything, but if you've ever worked with acrylic or anything like that, you sand the hell out of something, and then when you put the acrylic on it, it actually like completely covers it up. It doesn't completely cover it up, but it does a pretty darn good job on here of fixing all of those things. And that works with just about every color, I think, except for like yellow and white. Those ones do not work quite as well as the others. So there's my Equate, my Gualmar branded stuff here. And then we're going to go up. And here's the real fun. So I got to put this, the arrow on the back of his head down to the back. So first thing I'm going to do is make this one. This is that kind of tape that it's frog tape, I believe is what they call it. This is, of course, like a knockoff brand of it, because I don't need it for like crazy amounts of stuff. So I'm not going to buy the actual frog tape. But the idea is that it actually solidifies once it gets wet, so that it doesn't spread anywhere. Is that pretty good? It's a little bit off on this side. There you go. So now I've taped that side. Use this one. I have been using a ridiculously large amount of red paint lately. It's red paint season, I guess. Cool. And I'm not too worried about anything like bleeding over on the front, because I do have to still do the other two lines, and the other two lines are going to be equally as annoying. So we're just going to start with this one and go from there. Oh, where could my red paint have gone? There it is. Red paint. And I think I recently have. Yep. I'm going to have to buy more of this sooner than later. But recently I have thinned this, I believe. Might need a little more thinning, but we'll find out. All right, let that sit as we work on the rest. So, I do want to take a look at Instagrams for a second here. I'll be right back. All right. So there are some on his legs that I do have to paint, so that'll be coming up there. I might do that now or later. So I gotta do some leg work. I think that should go around pretty well. This is a sneaky thing that I've done for years. That was a sword that fell. So just work on one side and then work on the other, or go to top to bottom. Don't try to work on both. Doesn't work. So where do I want to put this? I think I'm going to aim it right there. Bam. So now I've got the thigh. See if I can find a spudger or something over here. I have a toothpick that'll work. Howdy, everybody who's taking a gander. Tighten these edges up. Cool. And then I will do the same on the other leg. Hopefully we'll have two similar looking lines. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. I do love how Hasbro Pulse, every day this week that I've tried to do a live or record a video or anything, they will put up toys that I like. Oh, hey, get ready for these drops. Thanks, guys. I'm kind of doing something. All right. This side's pretty good. We have the basic for the Darkhawk, their legs. So this ninja is going to be nice. Nice ninja. Get another chunk of these. Chunk it up. Now, how do I match this? All right. I think we'll just rip that right there. And then we will continue right here to there. Kablam, we've got ourselves the leg units. Look at that. Goes around nicely. All works out. It's a little bit off. There we go. That's better. That's better. We got him some nice green pants. All right. Let's paint these pants up. I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't do any more thinning of this paint, because I do remember that sometimes when it's too thin, it goes under the stuff. It still might. This is not like professional grade, so I just gotta watch it. Don't put too much on. Don't push too hard. The best part is I get to do this again with the other figure that I'm making. It's my my variant of Darkhawk there, if you will. All right. Let's go grab I'm gonna grab a little cup of water. Be right back. Right. So as I spill it on myself, get a little thing of water here. Perfect. I don't know why, but I love using these Ziploc containers for this. I have so many that are just there. So we'll dab a little bit there, and then we'll give this a once over with this to thin it out a little bit. Yeah, I might have thinned it too much there. That's fine. I have well prepared myself to have to do this a couple times here, so there. And it doesn't matter if you paint on that, because guess what? It's all coming off when we're done. There we go. Yeah, this is what I should have done to begin with. Let's get a little more paint on this. Yeah, it's not sticking as well on that leg. All right, so the legs are painted. Now I'm going to paint this part. This is one of the problems with trying to do two things at once here, is that you end up touching the paint down there. All right. We're just going to leave that for the time being. And then we'll paint these guys on here. So I'm not worried about painting this part because this is not like a joint or anything like that. That's why the feet were such a big thing, because if you paint that, it's almost guaranteed to chip eventually. And if it's your own collection, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can paint it every week if you want. But I've done enough Transformers to know what joints are going to be done and what aren't. I've actually gotten into dyeing these, but red's a hard color to actually dye it properly. So there we go. All right, so while we're waiting for that to dry, cure, whatever you want to call it, it won't actually cure for like a day or two, so you take what you can. All right. I'd say that's pretty darn good. Look at that. Fun fact, I just held my my paint paintbrush in my mouth and painted my phone. So that's fun. Another fun little tidbit. So here we've got Darkhawk's face. We're going to try to clean up some of that. It should be doable. But I like how that line looks. That line looks real tasty. Let's grab another. I've been getting into using these a lot more. This is just a toothpick. So let's give his eyes a go. It's a little too much paint on that one. If I get too much on here with the eye, luckily he is mostly a black figure. So it's pretty easy to fix that. Versus if it was like skin tone, you'd have to go through and repaint a bunch of junk. That's annoying. So I have definitely went way over bounds on this one. That's fine. All right. Hopefully those legs will dry up quicker than later. I do still have to do the arms. And then I guess I can grab that while we're waiting. So I do need to get black on his hands for that portion of that, so I can paint those. Let's try to find the black. This is the joy of being me and having no sense of where I put anything. Is you're kind of just hunting around for crap all the time. There it is. Found the black. Now I've got this clip. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to clip this to here. And so I can paint those. And I've got a completely different one on the other side that I can spin around. So that's nice. So this time around, we're going to do this instead of afterwards. There we go. A little bit of water. This is all acrylic from Games Workshop Citadel colors. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1:26 p.m.
Yeah, I gotta eat lunch soon, so this probably won't be completed today, but I'm gonna continue this on Thursday and keep going. I'll try to do more on him in the meantime, because he's more done than the other one is. So let's pop this here. Bloop. I gotta buy more paintbrushes. Honestly surprised my Amazon did not say, oh, do you want me to add paintbrushes to your thing? No. I have to see them in person and know that they're good. These are actually like the cheapest you can possibly get, but I love them so much. All right, so we're going to give him a little bit of... So what do you think? Do the pinky there. Jesus, this thing is terrible with zooming, isn't it? The YouTube live stream, they need to be able to use all of the cameras that I have on my phone, not just one. So I noticed this last time is when I do anything up close, it just doesn't zoom. It's just like, nah, you don't need to zoom, bro. You got plenty of people who love watching a blurry image. If I start getting more people watching my YouTube lives, I will move up to using better equipment. because I have better equipment, but it's a pain in the butt to use. Not really worth it when you get one person watching at a time. All right, there you go. Hopefully that sticks. Just as a personal item of flair, I'm leaving that thumb open. So you can see right there. Leaving the thumb open so that it looks cool. I do think it's funny that maybe Deadpool did exist back then. I think he was a 90s creation. But Darkhawk here is pretty much Deadpool-y in design. But I'm like 90% sure he said he did this when he was way younger. Because that looks like a very young kid's photo. It's pretty much Deadpool though, you know? So had he been in a different state of existence in the 90s, we could have had Darkhawk versus Wolverine. Just think about that, guys. Think about that. Hello, whoever just joined us in our little extravaganza here. And goodbye. I've just gotten so used to people just jumping in and then saying nothing and leaving. And I think part of it might be that it's during people's work hours, but I have no job. So, sorry. I can't do this kind of stuff because, believe it or not, a lot of people would say this is creative. This is the opposite of creative for me. Creative is making the idea, implementing the idea's work. And that is probably my biggest problem in getting anything started, is that I'm creative at night when all y'all are sleeping because I don't have to deal with your brain waves messing up my chi. I just took this off because it's just sometimes easier to do it without any interruption. Well, I did the other one without any issues, but this one I'm having some problems. Probably also because, you know, you only have so much dexterity in your hand before you got a problem. All right. All right. There we go. Second hand's done. Put that on the back on this helping hands thing. We'll take a look at what we got over here. Point both of those up. Stick it to the side. All right. You know what? I want to try to just scrape those off versus sometimes it's easier to just use a razor blade on an X-Acto knife to clean up overage than it is to, especially since this stuff hasn't had time to cure. Sometimes it's easier to just scrape her away. Okay. It's also nice because I've got two of these heads in case I really mess one up. And there we go. Looking pretty good. So I'll get this part taped off again, and we'll do that too. Black. I don't think I need any more black. So we're gonna pop that away. I probably should paint the other hands, but I don't have the other hands right around me. Or you know what? I actually do. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I do have the other hands right here. So these are the smaller ninja hands. This and this. But I don't have all of the ninja hands. That's the problem. So I got punches and these. So we will actually continue to paint these. Since these won't be too bad, we'll just paint the hello whoever dropped in. And we'll probably drop out without saying a word. That's been the thing of the day. All right. Put that there. And nice knowing you. This was just a random thing that I just thought one day. I'm like, hey, you got all these extra Marvel Legends figures. And like some of them I bought for Build-A-Figures, and I don't even know why I bought them for the Build-A-Figure. Like, did I want the Atuma? No. But I bought every damn figure because I was on like a hunt. And I found them all. I got them all on clearance. I think most of them I spent around $6 for at Target. But yeah. I ended up needing a couple of the Everett Rosses, though, for customs. But I had a couple of these ones sitting around, so decided to make some action figures of stuff that you probably aren't going to get full-sized action figures of. I mean, who knows? Who knows what you'll get these days, right? All right, so that's good. Just don't know why that one spot won't get there. Let's swap this out. Since this one should be dry enough to touch. Okay. Let's get the next one. We'll paint all of these since these are the ninja hands that go with this particular figure. So the other thing that spawned this is that I actually came up with my original characters myself. And they were equally as bad, so I will be posting those on Instagram shortly. I just got to make sure there's nothing inappropriate in there because I was a weird kid and I had some funny ideas on what a normal comic book was because it was the edgy 90s. Nothing is, I don't think anything's as bad as the All-Star Batman and Robin. So nothing that bad, but man, that was a bad comic. I actually need to hunt that down because it's so bad. He like swears at Robin and kidnaps him. It's very strange. Like it's, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. There's a good Hugbees video on it if you want to take a look at All-Star Batman and Robin, which is different than All-Star Batman. And don't ask me why it is different, but it is definitely a thing. In fact, the character that I had was pretty much just a ripoff of Batman. Batman and other edgy 90s characters. All right. I am now done with the black for the moment. I'm not going to do the other character's hands because I don't know if I'm going to do that black stuff on his. I may or may not. This one's a special one. This is what I'm calling a variant, not an original character or anything like that, but it is definitely a variant of the Dark Hawk. I've also got a couple other fun ones that I'm kind of tossing together as ideas go. So keep an eye out on that. All right, let's see if these legs are done. So if these legs are done, as I drop that on the ground, these legs are good. A little bit of bleed through. Actually, that's still wet. I could probably fix that right now. Side. Yeah, just that little bit of bleed through right there. Just gonna let that gummy up a little bit, and then I can scrape it off with the knife. Luckily, it didn't get too dry. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good for essentially dollar store tape. Make sure I didn't hit the paint. I've done that before. That's fun. All right, I got to take some of this off though because it's sticking to me. I've actually been planning this live stream for about 3 weeks, and I just randomly today was like, you know what? Today's the day we're doing this. We're doing it live. All right. So, Darkhawk's legs. looking pretty good here. Okay. See, this is a little too dry there, or a little too wet, I mean. The problem with this too, yeah, it's got to dry a little bit more before I can do that. Not too bad though. For thighs. Thighs are sometimes hard to to get paint on because they like to do funny things. But that's pretty good. Then we will take that. Oh, nice. That color matches nearly perfectly. So that's wonderful. Look at that. Now, one of my problems was I got them these size. These are from Daredevil, the Lady Daredevil. I had a second one. I don't know where that went. But her hands are way smaller. So, not really going to fit well here. But this was my idea. Let's put it there. And now we've got a nice little side place for that. And then for his gun, I took this from G.I. Joe Classified. The twins, Tomax and Xamot there. So we've got that. All right, that's looking like that'll fit. So we're good. That is where we are going to put a pin in it for today. I will probably continue this on Thursday. This Thursday, which I don't know what the date is anymore. What am I doing here? So if you want to, I'll try to make a part 2 for this. That is Thursday the 16th, I think. So keep an eye out then. And until then, we will see all around. This Dark Hawk is looking pretty darn good. Just gotta do some more paint. I'm gonna let this paint dry and then scrape some of it off. I don't need to do that on camera. And then he's gonna be pretty nice. I'm liking what I see so far. Just gotta keep going, and then we'll work on this one probably then too. I might do the boring parts that I've already done here today, and do the black paint on there. Might do all that off camera, just so that we don't have to see that again. But the other paint, I will save. I'll save the arrow and the arms and all that junk for that. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please like, subscribe, comment afterwards. I'm Alpha Magnus. These are toys.